Okay, we're going to do this. So yeah, I went back to work for a little while. I'll tell you more about that another time. But yeah, so it's kind of cool. I'm lucky to have a work from home job. That's really cool in a lot of respects, although just like every other job, there's aspects of it that aren't cool. But that's what we work with, right? Not everything is a rose garden. And the minute it is, we don't want it. You know? We all know about that. But we're in a time where we are being forced to, as I said to somebody else, I know, to take a seat. And if you have a really strong drive to do, we don't know where that drive comes from, right? We certainly weren't born into it. Although some of us are, some of us kind of have that built into our DNA. But a lot of it is learned. And we are in a time where to take the life of ease, it's hard. Like we've gone through the quarantine, and I will tell you that I didn't spend my quarantine wisely. I mean, I did and I didn't. I was doing a lot for some people because I felt responsible, but I didn't reap the benefits. So now I'm definitely getting that piece of having to argue a lot with myself about taking a seat. Just saying. Where are you with that? You might be better with it, right? Good on you. I'm excited because that puts you in a better place. But some of us didn't do that. Or we might be getting a different wave of it. Learning how to balance. Learning how to deal with the feelings. Venus just went into Cancer. The most nurturing sign in the zodiac. The most nurturing planet in the zodiac. Venus can be a little bitch though too. Just saying. She likes what she likes. And there's nothing wrong with that. But we're finding that we need to be patient and we have to wait for these things. Let them grow and let ourselves grow. Let us work into being in that place of ease, to really find the balance, to really allow ourselves to find the balance that we've been looking for a long time. Yesterday I flipped over the cards, right? And that, choice. The bottom of the deck was that Four of Wands. We're looking for that stability. But yes, the minute we get it, and that's why the Four of Wands is a funny little card, because although some, readers will call it the happiest, card in the deck, yes, it is. Hi, and the world, the world is showing up. I'll just go ahead and take her again. The minute we get there, it's like, you're only in a 4. You go to a 5, which is kind of like chaos, right? Our thoughts get involved and our attitudes get involved, and all of a sudden now we're questioning everything, and we're in that place of, everything just got, jacked up. What's this? Oh, the Hangman's turning up as well. So there's a couple of cards that flipped over while I was commentating. So it's the Rider-Waite deck today. There's no equivocation about what I was going to pick. I picked a couple of other decks as well. The Archangel Raphael cards are out again, and the Flower Therapy cards. The flowers obviously were coming up really strongly. So let's do this reading. We've got the World card that's come out. We've got the Hangman card that flipped out of the deck. And We've got the Nine of Cups. So the World, the Hangman, the Nine of Cups, and I'm feeling there's another card that wants to come. So we'll look for that. Angels and Archangels of the Pure White Light. And this is a reading for Friday night, August 7th. It's pretty late in my world, but it's not that late. It's 10:30. So this will move us through the evening into Saturday. Probably come back tomorrow night and do another reading. So we have the World. I kept thinking about her today, so I'm really not surprised that she came up. The Hangman, patience. The World is asking us to be patient. Or despite everything that's going on in the world, like, you know, look at all of this stuff that's going on around her. Like, I'm reading this a little bit differently today than I did the other day. It just has a different feel for me. There's a lot of going on. There's lions and tigers and bears, oh my. and then we've got, and there's a guy and there's this bird, and, you know, and then there's this lady just kind of dancing around naked in the middle of all of that. In her bubble. Got to bubble up a little, right? She's dancing around in her bubble. Saying, you know what? I'm going to still do what I'm doing in the middle of all this game. I know I do weird things with my mouth. I shouldn't eat before I do these things, but then I get hungry. But yeah, so there she is, dancing around in her bubble with her wands, just doing her thing. Don't care about that guy up in the corner, and that eagle, like, swooping, or that lion, arr, or that bull threatening her with his horns. So we wait. We do our thing, and we wait. Right? And we've just got this Nine of Cups. This is a card of abundance. It's crossed his arms. It's like, I'm good here. With my cups. I filled up my cups. I'm good. I'm not worried about anything. I'm smiling. I'm chill. This is the call to be in that place. Even though we're feeling like we're hanging upside down, just dance around with our wands, be happy with our cups, and recognize that actually everything's okay. We're not running for our life from these lions and tigers and bears. All right, what's the other card that wants to come into focus? There's another card that wants to come out. Archangels of the Pure White Light. What is the card that we want coming out today? Help round us out in this reading. What is the best energy that we can work with here on Friday night, August 7th into August 8th, Lions Day. We do make a choice. What cup are you going to choose? That's too many cards. What is the choice that we're going to make here? It's the card that wants to come out. It might be hard to make a choice. Considering. But the right thing will come forward when it's ready. We may not feel like we have a firm grasp on it, or, you know, again, I get that image of Indiana Jones and the Holy Grail, Last Crusade. Choose wisely. That has been all things not being what they seem. Look again. Things are not what you think they are. Don't assume. Don't write stuff off. Don't assume. But choose wisely. And what you want may take its time coming out. take your time. Marinate on them. It's like marinating. It's like marinating. Here we go. Well, I'm not sure how this came out, but the Page of Cups. I don't know, Page of Cups maybe in reverse, maybe not. He's got this fish in his cup. He's caught a fish. What did you catch? I like the flowers on his top, though. They're like tulips. There are tulips on his tunic. Tulips for your tunic. And it's almost like the little scarfy hat thing he's got is almost like a fish on his head talking to the fish. I totally see that, right? What's at the bottom of the deck? Oh, that Six of Cups again. So there's stuff on offer. And it is pure. So, you know, I saw this down here in Austin, Texas. So, by the way, if you do want a personal reading and you're down here in Austin, Texas, come and hang out with me on the porch. I can definitely do that. If you want a virtual reading, I can do that too. I can still do it on the porch. We can zoom it up. But I saw these stars of Bethlehem. So I see these as jasmine the other day, and that's true. But I also saw we have a wildflower here that grows. I don't know if it's a wildflower or a weed or whatever. But these are stars of Bethlehem. And again, signs of purity. Star of Bethlehem, star of hope, new beginnings. Star of divinity, you know, the heralding of a king, the heralding of a new age. Shining its light on where you're supposed to go. And you know what? It might be a long-ass journey. And it might be hard, but those kings were dedicated. They were not giving up. And they just that King Herod. They were like, yeah, I'm not going to go here. It's going to behead that. It's going to... We're not gonna give him all the information. But they worked hard. They went on a very long journey. They took everything they had with them and they went and found the gift. It was a long journey. But they were willing to go the distance. And that's what we're asked to do now. We're being asked to step up in ways that maybe we don't feel like after all of this year, after all that we've been through, we don't necessarily feel as though we are up to that task. But those stars of Bethlehem, those stars that came up in the star reading, was that yesterday? Star card? Who are you talking to in that cup? Who are you talking to in that cup? Who's in that cup that's peeking out and who's trying to talk to you? I don't know. Well, let's start a conversation. I don't know. Let's have some fun, fish in the cup with my fish hat. Page of Cups is a sign of emotions. Let's talk about our feelings. Let's talk from the heart. So we sit here, we are in the world, we're just gonna, no matter what's going on, no matter what the distractions, no matter what we're being told, no matter what we're being shown, we're gonna dance in our bubble. We're gonna strengthen our bubble. We're only gonna let people in our bubble that we want in our bubble. People who want to hang out naked with us, you know, who are unmasked, who are not, you know, trying to be something they're not. Who are just being raw and authentic and just dancing with their wands. And they're not going to mess around. They're not going to listen to these other things going on around them. The world is their oyster. But we're going to wait. You know, that's, again, this is something we have to be patient on. So, you know, there's things that we want. There's things that we want to choose. Right? There are things we want to make a choice here. But, you know, we're a little uncomfortable. We're a lot uncomfortable, actually. But he's got a halo around his head. This is a very holy card. This is the card of sign of Pisces. At number 4, though, like you see the number 4. So again, we come back to that 4. Like, do you see how unstable that is? Like, but or stable. However you want to look at it. Like, he's definitely, you know, he doesn't look like he's having problems. He's actually kind of okay. He's hanging upside down. You know, he's really not. This isn't a big issue for him. He's like, whatevs, I've got this. It looks uncomfortable. But like I said, look again, take a different perspective. That's another message from this card. Take a different perspective. Take a broader perspective. Take a more spiritual perspective. What actually is going to feed my spirit in the long run? And you know what? That might be the hard road. You know, I think about that in the card of Temperance. You know, that road to the sun behind her it had the sun, but that road was far, and there were some mountains that she was going to have to go over. So she's weighing the options. She's mixing. She's creating something. She's really focused on, I kept thinking about that card today, really focused on what she's creating. Am I up to this journey? Do I have what I need? Do I have what it takes? So maybe after this year and everything that we've been going through, we might not feel up to it, and that's okay. If you're not, you're not. But if you can get yourself geared up, sit, meditate, think on it, make some choices about what you want to put in those cups. A lot of cups. You come to the decision eventually that you might just pick one cup. There's one little fish that you want to talk to, and that's what's up. Or maybe you're whispering to the fish to send it to be a messenger, because a page cup is a messenger, right? Messenger card. Brings messages. That's what a page does. So the fish and the page are talking. Some messages are getting across. Messages that bring you here, right? Again, a start, a new beginning, an offer. It's a small offer, but it's something. Might be a little conflict with the Knight of Swords. Ooh, he's a hothead. But then we got the Knight of Wands, and you got a couple of hotheads here. Then all of a sudden things start going really fast. So it starts off like this, and all of a sudden it's like, damn, and then you got the Wheel of Fortune. The Nine of Wands. So, you know, there's some stuff coming in. So there's all that coming. But let's take our time before we go, so we're ready for that kind of energy. All right, so let's take some cards from the Archangel Gabriel. Oh, I thought it was Raphael. I picked Gabriel. Damn. Well, there you are. I guess, and I was just like, oh, I should pick Archangel Gabriel. There they are. So messages. Archangel Gabriel, the messenger. Archangel Gabriel, what is it that you have to share with us today? You came up strongly in my meditations this morning. I appreciate you, my dear. I guess so. Star of Bethlehem, Archangel Gabriel. I don't make this stuff up. The cards never lie. The cards never lie. They always have a lot to share, and you should never be scared of their messages. I used to be, and I couldn't read them because I was just so scared of what they were telling me all the time. But take a broader perspective. Live like a new project. I'm telling you. New project. Live like a newborn baby. Your actions are growing your idea into a reality. Through your actions, but your actions are also your thoughts. Thoughts are things. Mike Dooley or whatever from Notes from the Universe. I think I still get their messages on my emails. But your actions. So it's not just your actions, it's your thoughts, because your thoughts become your messages. They influence your messages. So combine with the heart. Like I said, combine with heart. Make your decisions from the heart. Have your communications from the heart. Emotions. And yet he's got some lilies too. Your actions are growing your ideas into a reality. Clean up your act. That just came. I just heard that one right in my brain. Right in my, yeah. Clean up your act. I had that in my, that came to me as a meditation last night. Excuse me, my nose is really itchy. What does that mean when your nose is itchy? Yeah, that came up about clean up your act, be impeccable with your word. The Four Agreements. If you've never read that, read that. That's a long, very small book, but it's a very long read. But be patient. Like any new project, like a new baby. You think about a time, my daughter will be having her birthday in a couple of weeks. This time of year, 27 years ago, I was pregnant with her. So we take care of that baby. So we have the best environment. Oh, and at the bottom of the deck, keep going. Use the energy of any disappointments to fuel your creative projects with authentic emotion. Don't just do stuff. So, creative projects, so make them be authentic emotion, not just like, something that somebody wants to hear. Make it authentic. Make it real. Like, these people are authentic. Like, they're not even goofing around. They're, like, serious. Authentic emotion. Don't just do stuff, to have something to do. Sit down. Take a seat. Consider what you're doing. Make it impeccable. Clean up your act. That Archangel Raphael card couple days back. Clean up your act. Doesn't just mean drugs. Doesn't mean alcohol. All the things we normally consider substance abuse. Clean up your act. Be honest. Be accountable. That's the stuff that came up for me. So that's what I'm doing. Whatever comes up, comes up. You gotta meet it. All right. What's the flower therapy? And that's scary. I'm not gonna try to be brave about that. Like, there's stuff I know that's about to come out of the closet. So let it come. It's about time. I'm about it. I'm scared. I'm going to do it anyway. And I just said it to you guys, so it's halfway there, right? You gotta meet what you gotta meet. Clean the slate. Clean up your act. You want what you want, you gotta clean up your act. You gotta be real. You gotta meet your marks. There's no getting around stuff anymore. If you don't know that, I don't know. There's no getting around stuff anymore. There's no skirting it. There's no getting away with shit. And you don't even want to. Like, you just want to be right and be real. What's our flower therapy card? It's the card of Doreen, deck of Doreen Virtue as well. And yeah, talk from your heart. That's real. That's emotions. Be real with your emotions. Be authentic. Just keep going. Authentic emotion. Authentic. What is... And reach for the stars. Orchids. You deserve only the best, and this is all you should focus your attention on. Again, focus. I'm going to read from the book on this. I wanted to even before I pulled that card. I don't really feel the need to with the Archangel Gabriel. She was pretty pointed. Reach for the stars. You deserve only the best, and this is all you should focus your attention on. This card comes as a reminder to focus upon what you do want rather than what you don't want. I don't know if you ever saw Hell or High Water. There's this awesome waitress. She's like, "What don't you want?" Oh my goodness. Just love that lady. Okay, you have the support and love of your healing angels and the flower kingdom. By working with these energies of the light, you can achieve anything you set your mind to. Accept only the very best. There's no need for you to compromise or put up with something less than what you deserve. Please continue pushing forward, and very soon you'll receive the blessings and miracles for which you've prayed. With every day, you're being taken closer and closer to your goals. Now is not the time to give up. Rather, it's a chance to ask a little more from yourself. You can do it. Choose to focus only on the perfect outcome for all. This is the only thing you should be willing to accept. You have the strength to carry on. Please don't give up. Drops the mic. I love you guys. Have a good one.